time to kick and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum.
Hello everyone, I'm Freddie Mac, KD5FMU, ham radio Crusader. I'm on a quest. You've seen my intro video. I am on a quest to learn more about ham radio. Been a licensed ham since 1998. Been in law enforcement since 1989, and I'm retiring. So I'm going to have some fun now. I've really let ham radio take a back seat, and I regret that. But I had a family to take care of, and I love them very much. Wouldn't have it any other way. But here we are now. We're going to have some fun. Join me on my journey back to ham radio. Nonetheless, today we're going to do an unboxing. I know a lot of people don't like unboxing videos. Hey, whatever. Hey, I'm new at this. I'm learning. We're going to have some fun. I found myself in a need for another 220 megahertz handheld radio. I have one, this nice little TYT 350 tri-bander. It's nifty, nothing super special, but it works. Got my nice little stubby antenna on it because I use it for All-Star around the house. That's about it. But I need a good 220, at least a dual bander out on the road, and I found this on AliExpress. Yes. I know there's a lot of quality stuff there, but there are some really good prices, which is what attracted me to it more than anything. I don't know how well you can see this. My whole setup is just kind of low budget right now. We're going to get through it. This is the ABBREE AR-730, technically a quad bander. It does 2 meter, 1.25 meter, 300 megahertz, and 70 centimeter, and it also does air frequency. And it mentioned doing FM, but you see all these icons here on the screen. There's SOS, FM radio. I mean, there's a lot of claims. I don't know if there's anything to it. This version costs $51.81 out the door, shipping and everything from China. Took a little while to get here, but faster than most things that I ordered from China over the years. Well, I've opened the package, but I haven't opened the box. There's supposed to be a programming cable in here. That's the version that I ordered. It's supposed to be like lime green, if I'm not mistaken. I wanted to be able to see it in the dark. Whatever. Let's take a look and see what we got. Okay, right on top, user manual. Multi-band portable transceiver user manual. Isn't that nice? Kind of plain Jane. It is in English. There's a shock. There is the ABBREE fittest choice for Baofeng. Interesting. An ABBREE radio giving me a Baofeng programming cable. It's probably the same one. Probably works for both radios. What do I know? At least my programming cable was in there. That's all I'm worried about. Oh, look. A charger. A drop charger, no less. I am kind of surprised. I wasn't sure we was going to get that. Input 100 to 250 volts. Output 4.2 volts at 350 milliamps. Charge indicators. Well, we'll get back to that and see how that works. Belt clip. Cheap and plastic, but I didn't expect less for a small price. And there's the charger brick. Let's see, looks like 5 volts at 1000 milliamps, so it's an amp. 5 volts at 1 amp. And the antennae. Ooh, let's see. We got one antenna. Looks like an SMA male. Can you see that? Got a little flex to it. Says it's for FM 136 to 174 megahertz, 400 to 470 megahertz. Does not mention the 220 band or their 300 megahertz band. Maybe you got to get that extra. Oh, yes, we can't forget the wrist strap. And I'm seeing lime green, so I'm a little hopeful there. It's the first time I've seen a radio ship with the battery on it, but it looks to me like they put an insulator between the contacts. We will find out. This looks very toyish. That color of green reminds me of something I'd pull out of a cereal box on Saturday morning. I love the crinkling of the plastic. No, I don't love it. We'll get that out of the way. Okay, yeah, that's what it is. Plastic. I guess they wanted... There's a compartment here that was empty. We gotta bet the battery fits right in it. That's interesting. Why did they do it... Ooh, why did they do it that way? I don't know. I don't know if I can get this open. I'm also arthritic. Did I mention that? That's... Yeah. You know, it is what it is. Okay. All right. Nice and clean. Oh, that battery fit right in that slot, too. What's up with that? Makes me think somebody might have messed with it before they shipped it. Either that or maybe they tested it. Who knows? Looks like we've got headphone, microphone, and programming port. That's what that other symbol is, the little back and forth arrows. The AR-730 marked right there on the side. Got two buttons over here. Hopefully they're programmable. It's a little smaller than I expected. The screen is tiny. Let's take a look here. Let's just put this back together. Put that antenna on there. Turn this puppy on.
Welcome, channel mode.
Channel mode. Welcome. It speaks.
256.
That must be the highest channel.
20.
Oh, I don't know.
201.
That's interesting. I've seen some Chinese writing on there.
256.
I don't know how to read it. Do you? Oh yeah, it's already. That's nice. Timed out.
20. 19.
Oh wow. Can you see all that? It's nice and upside down, isn't that nice?
18. 17. 16.
Well, the screen doesn't appear exactly the way I'd hoped, and I may still be disenchanted. I was hoping for this kind of font that's on here, you know, nice big letters. Turns out it's a nice small screen. So. I see a USB-C port on the bottom. And there is a USB-C cable in the box. So let's set the box aside for a moment. And see what else. We've got a nice orange button on the top. Looks like a man-down button, or probably programmable. I'll leave that screen protector on there for now, I guess.
Menu. Squelch.
Squelch.
Confirm.
Confirm. Yes. I can't wait to turn you off. All right. Well, we're going to get this sucker charged up, and then we're going to put it through its paces. And I'll try my best to look at the camera and not the television screen next to me. Well, it's actually a computer monitor, but you know what I'm talking about. So, we'll get back to you as soon as I charge this puppy up, get the software loaded. We'll program a little bit, see what we got. Be right back.
The next day.
Hey everybody, Freddie Mac, K85FMU, your ham radio crusader. And I'm back. It's day 2 now with the ABBREE AR-730. Not what I expected. Actually, a few points a little bit more than what I expected. It's been quite a journey. I got it all charged up, went to program it, and, well, let me just show you here a little few things. This disc came with it, and this programming cable came with it. And it does say ABBREE on it. I thought when I opened up it'd say Baofeng like the outer wrapper did. This nice little disc is like many Chinese discs that you've seen before. Had ton of software on it. Most of it Baofeng. UV this, UV that. A few others, some I've never heard of. There's some COM port drivers on there. And the whole thing scared the far out of me. Not terribly. You just never know what you're getting when it comes from China. It's like, oh golly, I popped this into my computer. Turned out most of it, no, I think all of it was benign. Problem is, none of it said, hey, this is for the ABBREE AR-730. And I installed dang near all of them. None of them would communicate with the radio. So what do I do next? So I punted to Google, and I Googled the far out of this thing. Yeah, I found a menu item in the radio. Let's see if I can show you this. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Get it flat, Fred. There's a menu item here. If you go to menu number 52, there's instructions. You hit details, and it pops up a nice QR code. Yeah, freeze frame that and go to that little website. Not much English there. Nonetheless, the website said, hey, you can download the software you need here. Only problem is you have to register first. And then you have to register with a phone number that apparently one from the United States doesn't work. So I searched elsewhere and onward. And I found on RT Systems website, they sell their version of software for the ABBREE AR-730 for $25. Yeah. Well, I got a little desperate. After much searching and consulting a few buddies of mine, I'm sorry to say I went ahead and bought it. So there's another 25 bucks into a $51 radio. Software worked with the ABBREE program cable. And that's why the text on the screen is so much smaller now. Oh, yep. Is because the labels are really small. And the menu likes to time out really fast. But if I put it into VFO mode, the nice big letters pop back up. Or numbers, I should say. Turned out, I mean, I was able to program a few things by hand in VFO. Wasn't sure how to save it to a memory channel. But once I was able to get in there and figure out a few things and get into the software, I could put menu channel labels on there and the like, and many other functions. It's all analog, but it does do all three bands. Type in 224 right there. Keys up on it. No big deal. I'm assuming I can do 300. I haven't even tried. No, maybe it's a certain part of the band. Let's try 350.250 like it's on the label. Or on the box, rather. Oh, got lots of lighting. Oh, yeah. Keys right up on 350. Yeah, probably shouldn't be doing that. Not in America, anyway. Nonetheless, you get my drift. It does do FM receive. I don't know how many laws I just broke. I apologize. It wasn't intentional. Nonetheless, it also has no weather radio. That's monitor. Sorry about that. Long push. Oh yeah, there's a UHF search and seek. I think it's similar to a frequency counter, more or less. It's basically scanning the band, and if you've got something keyed up nearby, it should pick it up. Haven't fully tested that little feature. Short press on the emergency button gives me nothing. Long press gives me alert! Alert! I guess this helps people find you if you're lost in the woods. Hey, good help. Could save a life. Nonetheless, I can't remember where the ham band was. It's a nifty little radio. I talked on it a lot this morning on All-Star with a buddy across the state, and battery not super big. Let me see if I can get battery off. I mean, I'll tell you about the puppy snaps on there. This is a 7.4 volt lithium ion battery. It does not say what its capacity is. There's a number on here that says 2210. I guess you could say it may be a 2200 milliamp hour, but it just doesn't clearly say in American terms. or English. It does say alternate to finished in China. Broken English. Okay, let's see. EP3701A is the model number for the battery. I guess we could look it up. I may dive deep into it later on. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's got the look and feel of something you'd buy in Walmart or the big box stores for like an FRS radio or something. Ironically enough, this radio does do GMRS, which I assume it'd do FRS. It's not a terrible radio. The receive audio is smashing. It's great. The transmit audio is just as good. I'm a little shocked. This little antenna that comes with it, not saying much. Probably will put a better one on there. This little belt clip on the back, pretty stout. I mean, as far as tension, I mean, when I have it on my belt and I rub up against something the wrong way the first time, yeah, it's probably going to snap. It's not super great plastic, but you know, for, well, was $51.81 plus another 75 some odd dollars. It's still a nifty little radio that does about 4 bands, and it does airband received. Still haven't tested that. We'll get back to it and we'll dive deep into it later, but there it is, the ABBREE AR-730 quad band radio from AliExpress. I did notice the price had went down on a few of them. You got a bunch of different sellers on there. Just be ready to find some programming software. Now, I did send a message into AliExpress and say, hey dudes, I wasn't able to figure out with all the software that was on the CD you sent me which one was able to program the radio. I didn't tell them I'd bought a copy from RT Systems. By the way, RT Systems looks like they wrote that software, and it works really well. Nothing against them. I just expected to get it for free with the programming cable. And you know, I still may have, I may be doing something wrong because a lot of this software they sent me is in Chinese. It takes a few licks to get them into English, if you can at all. But I got a message back from AliExpress today through the app that said, we will email the correct software to you. Provide us with an email that is not Gmail or another one. They're banned in China. So I sent them my work email. Hope I don't regret that later. But we'll find out. I'll keep you updated here and see if I ever get the software. But you know, it's a low price, low budget, nifty little walkie that does dual receive as well. Dual band, dual receive. It takes a little setting around with some settings in there to get it to switch from A to B the way you want it to, but it's not that hard to figure out. I mean, I'm a dummy. I'm way behind, and I figured it out. So, hey, it's not that big a deal. Nonetheless, that's the...
The time is 5 p.m. Weather conditions, sunny, temperature 68 degrees.
Audio's not bad. I really am impressed with this little radio. Yes, and it likes to make the nice squelch sound afterwards. Nonetheless, that's the ABBREE AR-730 from AliExpress. Check it out right now if you want. It's up to you. Not a bad little radio for a low-budget guy. Y'all have a great day, and may the good signals be yours. 7-3, K85 FMU out.